So why should you learn to track stand? Apart from the obvious benefit of like being able to stop at lights without putting your foot down, it really improved my handling skills just in group riding. When you stop quickly and you don't panic and you don't try and put your foot out, you can just stop on a dime and not worry about falling over sideways. And just in general, like being able to have that control of the bike and learn the balance points and stuff just makes you a safer rider, I think. So yeah, let's get to it. So first things first, instead of like trying to go into the track stand straight away, it's beneficial if you like learn how to ride slowly. So you're going to ride around in circles and progressively make the circles smaller and smaller. You'll find your strongest leg and take the corners around the side of the strongest leg. So my strongest leg is my right leg, so I'll be doing the circles to my right. And yeah, focus on looking where you want to go. You don't want to be looking down at your wheel. You want to be looking almost towards your back wheel. That really pulls the circle in tighter. As you're going, you'll find that you can't really pedal anymore. The next progression then is to practice doing little notches. So you'll have your strongest leg forward and you'll go around in the circle now, progressively getting smaller and smaller, just doing little notches with the front foot. You'll find it easier to stand up, and the position you stand up is pretty much the position you'll be track standing, and you'll be standing up sort of just in front of the seat, the pedals flat with the right leg forward and just notching around in a circle. This is really half of the track stand. If you can do this sort of notching very slowly around in a circle, you're pretty much getting it, and you're practicing riding slow at the same time. After you feel comfortable riding around in really tiny circles, you should almost be getting to the point where your handlebars are at like a 45-degree angle pretty much all the way around in the circle, and you don't have to deviate back to straight. It normally takes about 15 minutes to really get this down, and just keep at it. You might be getting a bit bored, but you really need to get this practice in before you move on to the next part. So the next step is to find a bit of tarmac with like a little bit of gradient, and what you're going to do is you roll up to it and then point your front wheel up the slope and get in the position that you were practicing earlier, and then you're going to just, it'll take a while, but you're going to find this balance point where you're notching up the hill and then you're rolling back. And once you figure out how to roll back properly, you sort of let the bike just flow underneath you, and once you figure out that, you'll have it straight away. But this part is a bit tricky. So yeah, you just keep on practicing, rolling up really slow, pointing the front wheel up the hill, and then try and find the balance point. And if you can't get it, try and not put your foot down, try and roll forward and then practice again on another piece of road, so that you're not like unclipping and clipping out all the time. When you're doing this, it also helps to keep your head up and not looking straight down at your wheel. You just want to, you don't have to be looking straight up, but you want to be at least looking ahead of you, in the ground ahead of you. And this is obviously important when you're stopped at lights, that you can look up at the traffic lights when they're going green, so you're not just head down on the floor. Most of your weight wants to be on your front leg, maybe like 70–80% of the weight on the pedals on the front leg and 20% on the back. All the control is in this front leg, finding the balance point and pushing up against it and then rocking back. And yeah, you can progress then to try sitting down when you're track standing. Try like take a hand off, pick your bottle out, take a sip, put it back in. Yeah, let me know how you get on with these tips, and I should have some more videos soon. I actually crashed the other day on a group ride, so I haven't been riding much, and that's why I haven't made a video in a while, but I did have it on GoPro, so I might do something with that footage.